Hello there, the internet. Tough Monkey here once again. Hope that you're all well. Thank you very much for stopping by. Well, Judgment Day is upon us. With the arrival of update 1.29 to Gran Turismo 7, we herald the arrival of the machines. We herald Sophy. In this video, we're going to look at how we go about defeating Sophy in the 4 new race events that have appeared this week. We're looking at Suzuka, we're looking at Alsace, we're looking at Trial Mountain, and we're looking at Suzuka. The only way you can really go about beating her is to always get to the first corner in front. If she gets in front of you, it's good night Vienna. You will never keep up with her, let alone get past her. What that means is you're going to probably want to practice your starts. If you don't nail that start, she's going to be all over you. The absolute very best that's going to happen is you're going to be head to head with her going into the first corner. It's very unlikely you're going to get in front of her before you get to that first corner. So you just have to make sure you're on the inside line and block past her. It really is the only way to do it. If you're really struggling to get the car off the line though, stick your ABS up a couple of notches. Where possible, I like to put the ABS to 0, but on a couple of these occasions, I put it up to 1 or 2 just to get that extra purchase off the line. But once you're off the line and you've got into that first corner in the lead, it's plain sailing all the way to the flag. Isn't it? Hell no, of course it's not. You're going to be defending like an absolute dog. She's going to be all over you from start to finish, all the way to the very final turn of your wheel. She's going to be kicking your back door in the entire way. She's going to be looking for any opening into corners. She's going to be better on the brakes than you. She's going to be better under acceleration than you. She's going to be able to keep a tighter line. She's just a better driver than you. This is the rise of the machines. This is Sophy, and she's bloody good. Realistically, the only way you're going to defeat Sophy is to get your elbows out. Don't be afraid to defend robustly. Try and steer her towards the outside of the corner before you get there. It means she's going to have to go around the outside and then get on the brakes early and block that inside line off. She will dive for the inside if you give her the tiniest little gap. Shut that door before she opens it for you. Get your radar on, make sure you know where she is at all times. Use your mirrors, but don't mirror watch. It's so easy to outbrake yourself, and if you leave that gap a little bit open, she's going to be right in there. This hairpin bend, she's going to want to get up that inside. She's very nearly up there on this occasion, but I've just managed to get enough. Don't be afraid to lean on her, push her to the outside of the track. If she wants to go around the outside of you, well, that's her fault for being there. Ease her towards the outside of the track. She's intelligent enough to know when to back out of a manoeuvre, because you're going to need to capitalise on any brief hesitation on Sophy's part. Take advantage of it. It might be the only opportunity you'll get to win the race. You're not going to win the race by seconds, you're only going to win it by milliseconds. These one-on-one races with Sophy are only 2 laps long, and really you're going to be so thankful that's the case. Any more than 2 laps, I'm not sure I've got the energy for it. You know what, the speed of these guys in the top 10, I'm not sure these are all human anyway. I reckon there's at least 1 or 2 T1000s in amongst them. Anyway, let's move on to Alsace. This is actually one of the hardest tracks because it's such a wide track, it's very, very difficult to defend it. I'm not going to talk anymore, I'm going to let you sit back and watch these races and I'll catch you at the end. So there you go, those are the 4 races against Sophy. I managed to win on all 4 tracks, only just. If you add up the difference in all 4 tracks, it was less than a second. I had to get my elbows out, there was some robust driving, but I don't think it was unduly dirty. I think I've done a good job against Sophy. I'll maybe even get a tap on the shoulder from John Connor one of these days. Well, that is my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you got a few tips on how to beat Sophy. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd always appreciate a like, a comment, or even a subscribe. Last thing for this video is to see what I get in my 4-star roulette ticket. What do you think I'm going to get, viewer? Will the cyborg gods be shining on me? Is it going to be 5,000, 10,000, a gold bar, maybe even a couple of cars? What do you think we're going to get? We're going to get a Toyota pickup. Well, just the thing for the cyborg apocalypse. I've got plenty of boot space for carrying all my guns. See you next time, viewer. Take it easy.